Are you ready to fight? I got my gloves on, you know? I just gotta try to get your attention. You know what I mean? Let's get ready for this. All right, now I can see better now. I can see a lot of. I'm not gonna hit you. Don't flinch. Okay. In this video, we're gonna talk about Asian Americans and the problems that's going on in the United States of America. As you can see, I got my Dragon Ball Z gear on. You know what I mean? I'm a huge fan of Dragon Ball Z. I like to believe, in some ways, I'm like Son Tortuga. I'm representing the Tortuga clan, and you know what? Like, I'm like a descendant of Master Roshi. I'm like the wise one. I'm the voice of the Asians out there, the Asian Americans, and my little brothers and sisters out there that's coming over to the United States of America. I got enough for all of them, man. I also got American blood in me. I was born in America, so on behalf of the United States of America, I want to give more to my people. I want to show them that they shouldn't be ashamed of who they are, and that this COVID-19 that's going on, that's not all of them to blame, because it's real. Everybody knows where it came from. You cannot blame the whole Asian race, because a lot of us didn't even know what was even going on. We don't even know, like, we had no idea, like, you know, like, who created the COVID-19. We didn't know nothing. We didn't even know what the word was. We're like, what the heck is COVID-19? What is that? A lot of us, honestly, we had no idea. So you cannot go bashing my brothers and sisters out there, especially in Asian America, that's from this country, that honestly had nothing to do with that. Okay, and I'm going to be one of the first to speak up on that, because I don't believe that is right whatsoever. You have really good Asian Americans out there that really put in so much for their country. They've done so much, and you want to break them, you want to put them down, you're going to judge them on their skin color. America, you guys are really that racist that you want to, you look at Asia, and you know it's like the biggest population in the entire world. You're so intimidated by the sheer size and by the numbers, and you know how they're so advanced in technology and all this stuff. But yet the ones we have in our country, everything you taught us, some of us did it better than you. Some of us showed more loyalty for our country than you did. Some of us would do so much more than what you would do for our own country. And you want to get mad at us for what we have contributed to this country? We had no intention of doing our own country wrong. We love the United States of America. A lot of us miss the old times. We remember better days when Hollywood used to actually make good movies. When the old-fashioned movies, you know, it had a lot of meaning. It made America look good on camera. Everybody wanted to be an American. Everybody wanted to come over here and visit and see how it's so much different from the rest of the world. Everything wasn't all about money. There was dignity, there was class, there was honesty. There was so much stuff that you cannot buy. Now, America has, the culture's going down the drain, and I'll be one of the first to admit it, because I know what's going on. We got to stop pretending that it's not a problem, because it is. That's why the country is turning upside down. That's why it's going down the wrong path. I can tell you right now, this is God's country. I don't care if you get offended by God or whatever. But you know, like, I understand His ways better than most people that claim to be Christian, because I get it. There's Old Testament, New Testament. This video is not about to distinguish between the Old and New Testament, because a lot of you guys got it twisted. You guys don't understand how good God is. You guys want to try to make Him the enemy, and you want to praise the enemy of God. And you know, there's something wrong with that, okay? But we'll leave that open for discussion on a different video. But this one's about my little brothers and my little brothers and sisters out there that has Asian blood, okay, that's born in America. I would love to be able to speak with the entire Asian community across the world, but I'm just going to do based on the United States of America, because I am American. I was born in my own country, and you know what? I got nothing but love for my people, okay? It doesn't matter if they're Mexican, black, white. American is American. We all know America is not just one race. We all know that. Especially in this present day and age, anyone can be successful in America. That race has nothing to do with it. It boils down to education, connections, and like how you promote yourself, how you present yourself. It's based on you, based on your decisions. Okay. I'm also a voice for those that's in on the lower class, that's in the ghetto, because you know what, I've been there personally myself, and I can honestly confess it's hard to elevate yourself from the lower to middle class. It's very hard to do that, and I'll be one of the first to speak up for that, because I know the problems they go through. I know why life is so difficult. I understand why things are not easy, but yet they have a really good imagination. They have a good positive attitude. They try to make the best of what they're going through. They try to make people laugh. They're honestly good people inside, and I can see it. You cannot judge them all the same way, because they're not. Every single person, every individual is different. They have a different body, different soul, different mind, different way to look at life. So don't look at them like they're bad people. But this, like I said, this video is about Asian Americans out there, and I want to put my love out there for them, because like this whole COVID-19, can we be honest now? It's tough times for all of us. All of us are going through a lot of tough times, and I hate to say it, but the most people that got the bad part of it was the Asian Americans out there. The ones that had nothing to do with the COVID-19. That's from our country, man. They had nothing to do with over there in China, Wuhan. We had nothing to do with that. We were here the whole time, man. The whole time. We had nothing to do with what goes on in different countries. That's not our problem, man. We take care of our country. We mind our own garden. We're focused on taking care of our home, man. Okay? A lot of you Americans out there, listen to me. I got white blood. So I have a right to speak for my country. Okay? My heart and soul goes to America. I'm sorry if I'm not blonde hair, blue eyes. My dad was, but I'm not. I didn't end up to be like that. But you know what? I'm not blaming my dad for my mistakes. You know what? I was born this way, and I'm going to speak on behalf of my father. I'm his son. You know what? I love my dad, and I want to prove to him that I'm not making race as an excuse. I was born an American, and by all means, I'm going to represent my father, to prove my love for my father and for my Asian brothers and sisters out there. And I know he would be proud of me, because he knows the things I had to go through in my life. He knows my own country. It was hard for my own country to accept me for who I am as an Asian American, but I was born this way. That wasn't my fault. I was born this way. I didn't make that as an excuse. I had so many of my own country put me down. I had so much of my own countrymen. They look at me like, well, you could be a spy. You could be easily manipulated. You're not 100%. By blood, one of us, and the tears, the sadness, when they came and trust their own country, their own people, man. I'm not making excuses, okay? I love my country. I'm gonna do the best I can to be loyal, servant, and do the best I can do for them, even when they put me down. And you know how that hurts me inside? That really hurts me inside, okay? At the same time, I expect them. I prove my loyalty. I prove my service. I expect more love for my Asian brothers and sisters out there. The Asian Americans that, they backing you guys up. You don't understand. You don't understand our love, man. When you teach us, whatever you teach us, we're gonna get better than you, than what you taught us. You can't get mad at us for being better than you, because we're real obedient. We're real focused. We're determined. Okay, and the only way we can prove our love to you is by doing what you tell us, and do it more, do it better. And I think that's where a lot of miscommunication comes from. There's a lot of you don't understand that, by all means, I wasn't born with, I wasn't gifted, I wasn't talented, but I had a good heart and soul. You can blame it on my bloodline, you can blame it on my white blood, my Asian blood, it doesn't matter. But I'm one of those guys, I'm a good soldier. When things need to be done, we're going to do it, okay? I'm not going to question you about it. It's for our country. I'm about our country, guess what? I am not going to question, we're just going to get it done. And the thing is, when we do what you want us to do, we expect you guys to treat us with respect, because you know what? We proved our loyalty. We proved that we're citizens of the United States of America, okay? You want to judge us based on our skin color, but you don't see where our true loyalty lies. We have love for our country, okay? Don't let the skin color like fool you. Okay, we can't speak on everybody else in different countries. That's not our problem. That's not our fault, man. Okay, we're doing the best we can with what you guys did to us. You guys have to understand. For my Asian Americans out there, I want you to know that I'm being a voice for all of you, because I know, like some of you got it like so bad, man. It's not fair. You're getting beat up. It's not fair that you, whatever work you do, whatever job, you're getting taken advantage of. They're trying to fire you. They're trying to get rid of you. They're trying to, like isolate you. It's not fair. It really isn't. And you have nothing to do with that COVID-19. If you want to, make fun of Asians, if you want to be very disrespectful, the Kung Flu virus, and like I told you, we have nothing to do with that. The ones that's from this country that have nothing but love for our country, that is not our fault, okay? But the thing is, though, you guys have been suppressing Asian Americans for so long. I understand why they do what they do. I understand why they have to be secluded in their own community. I understand why they have to live life the way they do, because you guys treat them that bad. It's like, with Asian people, it's in our bloodline. We have a lot of good morals, good dignity. We have really good people inside, man. Okay? But you guys want to brainwash it to believe that it's wrong. It's we're so soft, we're so submissive, and we're looking at you guys like, are you serious? You see our war history? Do you know what we've been through? Do you think did you think it was a game when we had to give up so many lives to make a point of the kind of people we are inside? We're proud of who we are inside, and you know what? And for you to kind of re-identify an Asian person, and you want to remodel them into like this stupid nightmare that you have, because you're so intimidated. You're so intimidated by the Asian continent. You look at their sheer size, and you always, you always ask yourself, how come we can't be like them? But you want to, blame your problems on them when they have nothing to do with your problems, man. They don't. I'm not trying to take over my own country, okay? All I'm trying to do is have Asian Americans to be comfortable in their own country, man. To honestly, not be afraid, and that's not fair to them, man. They're victims, and I'm gonna speak up for them. Because you know what? Everyone else, they want to make a big deal about the stuff they went through, but with my people, I'm gonna let you guys know straight up that what you're doing to them right now is not right. A lot of them have nothing to do with that, and I'm gonna keep emphasizing that over and over and over again until it gets through to your thick skull. Because you know what? When you see them to start to retaliate, when you start to see them stand up for themselves, and then now you want to paint a bad picture about them now. You want to make it seem like now they're anti-American. Now they're sticking up for the China country or the China government. And it had nothing to do with them, man. Because we don't want to be like a sheep, man, a sacrifice. For your problems, for your sins, you want to sacrifice us for your problems, man, when we had nothing to do with it? It's not fair to us. That's why we're speaking up about this. That's why we're all getting together. Because what you guys are doing to our brothers and sisters out there is not right. I feel their pain, man. It's not a joke. What you're doing to them right now, it's not pretty, man. And then yet you expect us to be submissive, to be so loyal after you hurt us so much. You think that it's okay, that's normal for you guys to suppress us like that, man. And listen to me. Any real American in this country would understand our pain, man. Yeah, I understand that we're one of you guys, okay? They understand what we've done together, everything that we have sacrificed. You know what? That was out of love, man. If you guys don't understand that, there's something wrong with you, man. You're not standing up for the American flag. You're standing up for something else that's beyond that. We know about the red, white, and blue. We know about those stars and stripes that's on our American flag, okay? And we put in so much work, man. Look, I have this on not because it has nothing to do with any kind of trace to China. I've always been a fan of Dragon Ball Z. I love Dragon Ball Z. I grew up on that cartoon show. And you know what? But that's something that I'm proud, of the, what do you call it? The production itself. It's very good. Okay, any real American can admit that Dragon Ball Z It's good. It really is. And let's not put race into it. You look at Goku, he looks more white than Asian. But the whole point of it is like it's the principles, the morals of Goku. That what makes him a hero. That's what makes him Goku, man. Okay, and we're proud because you guys don't understand. That's like a representation of Asian Americans too. Because we're warriors. We're soldiers. We'll fight for our country, man. But you guys don't see that. You guys don't understand that whatever you teach us, whatever you give us, we're going to do it better than you. We do that out of love because that's the only way we can express it. That you guys don't understand that. We're not trying to take over nothing from you guys. We don't want nothing from you guys. We have our own merit, our own honor. And you guys don't understand that our honor system, the way we live life, a lot of you wouldn't even care about it. You wouldn't even want us to take that from us because it means nothing to you. To us, that's why our ancestors went to war. That's why we are the way we are. Because we hold on to those good values that we have. We know they're worth a lot. Okay? When we tell you something, we're not gonna go back on our word. When we really love you, we're gonna honor you. We're gonna represent you all the way to death. It doesn't matter. An enemy can capture us, and guess what? When we tell you something, it's all the way to the death. And I can't speak for all my Asian brothers and sisters because when you torture us like that, not all of us can to withstand that kind of torture, man. And let's be honest, even loyal countrymen in our country can't even do that. If you're getting your leg ripped off, they cutting your fingers one by one, taking your eyeball out, man, are you going to sell your country out? And I say that respectfully because not all of us is ready to die like that. And I'm telling you the honest God truth. Even back then now, but our ancestors, there was war for a good reason. Okay? When other people want to take over and demand their values and expectations, there's going to be war, my friend. And right now, in America, it's Asian America, okay? Because I love my country, man. I was one of the ones that got denied. I got denied because I didn't look white enough. And that wasn't my fault. If those guys knew my father, they seen the blonde hair, blue eyes, real strong man, real Navy, they would have took me in because they would know that not to judge me by my skin color. And it wasn't just that. But I came from the low class. I came from the ghetto. And so I understand their point of view. But in my mind, my mentality was to serve my country. If I had to die for my country when I was younger, I didn't care if I had to give up my life because I weighed the good and the bad, and I felt that it was more good than bad. I know I have to take life. I have to go fight the enemies and all that, and you cannot be scared if you're going to go to war. It's one thing, like being suicidal, but when you bring down your other brothers and sisters with you in battle and have them die because of your mistakes and somehow you're fortunate to live, but you have to carry their burden on your shoulders, that's not right, my friend. I cannot do that to my own country. So when I tell you that I'm going to serve my country, I'm doing it with pride, stripes, and colors, okay? And that's the way I thought back then. I just wanted to be the best I could be in my own country. That's the way I looked at being a real honest American, the way my dad brought me up to be because he was Navy. So when his own son wasn't given the opportunity to serve my own country, do you understand how I felt inside? Do you understand how I have to live my life? I have to live my life using the best of what I know, what my father taught me. And my father was a real American. My father was blonde hair, blue eyes, the kind of guy that you respect, the kind of guy that is honorable, everything he does, because he wasn't an oversensitive, overdramatic kind of guy. He wasn't prissy, He was cheap, and I will admit that, but the guy had a good heart. He had a good heart. Whatever he had, he would give you, out of kindness of his heart. Okay? It wasn't, by all means, he wasn't like a king or the emperor. But you know what? He was like the next best thing. He was like the king's right-hand man. He's the kind of man that when you need something done, he's going to get it done. And he don't ask no questions. He's going to do what it takes to get the job done. Okay? He loves his country. He had, man, in my opinion, he had like the best white woman out there. Because nowadays, everything's different. Everybody wants to be a role model. Everybody wants to be beautiful. And, but back then, it meant more back then. Because back then, it wasn't all about money. It was about your character. It was about loyalty, reputation, good morals, dignity. It was completely different than what it is now. But as you can see, that's very similar to Asian Americans, because in our own way, we're trying to show you guys like what do you expect from us? You guys are accusing us for something we didn't even do. We had nothing to do with that. Okay? So don't get mad at us when we have to defend ourselves under the American flag. And while we're doing it, we're going to be holding the American flag. If we have to fight, we'll be with the American flag. And, you know, it's like come on now, guys. Like, come on. We're on your side. Okay? We're not allies. We are part of your country. We are what makes America, America. Because America isn't just a white race anymore. It's white, blacks, Mexicans, Asians, Persians, it's all racist. There's no such thing as a white American anymore. I hate to tell you this, but it's not. Look at me. I mean, was it my fault that I was born the way I was born? Was it my dad's fault? No. My dad loved my mom for a good reason, man. And you know what? He didn't look at her like for skin color. He really loved that woman. He had the kind of values that he wanted, and it got passed on to me. So I represent my dad. I represent my mom, and I'm not ashamed of my mom or my dad. Okay, I'm gonna be their son, and I want them to know that, you know, like I live with honor. I represent them both, and nobody can take that away from me, because, you know, I wear it on my neck. That's what keeps me alive. That's what keeps me going, because I have my own country turn their back on me. But did I give up on my own country? No, I didn't. And I one day I want my own country to feel sorry. Like we're sorry, man. We didn't mean to do that to you, man. We're sorry, okay? Yeah, we were a little racist. We were kind of on edgy about everything going on. We didn't know who to trust. I'm sorry, man. And you know what, man? Apology accepted, because you know what? It's not just about me. It's about my other brothers and sisters out there, the ones that really get the wrong side of the stick, the ones that you guys have beaten up and tortured. Because I feel for their pain, man. I feel their pain. Okay? And I have to speak up for them, because it's not right. It's not. And you know, man, like, I honestly hope that you guys can listen out there and make a change. And, you know, like, say my Asian brothers and sisters out there, by all means, we're not painting the picture like we're victims, man. That's not the thing. But what you guys are doing is not right, man. You guys are attacking on sight, on demand. Anytime we try to put something good that we do from the best of our brains and what you guys taught us and gave us, and you guys want to criticize our work like it's garbage, we're never good enough, we're the enemy, we're allies with China. No, man, you guys got it all twisted, man. You guys honestly have it twisted, okay? We had no intention of take over our own country, man. Like come on, man. I mean, that's stupid. We love our country, man. But now you guys are punishing us for stuff that we didn't do. How do you expect us to react to that? You think that we like being tortured? Do you honestly think that we like being, you know, what you guys have been treating us? We already had it bad before this COVID-19, and now it's even worse. You guys want to blame us for your problems, man? You guys want to blame us for your problems? Well, like I said, man, hey, don't get mad. We have to defend ourselves, man. And I say that respectfully, because I love my own country. But I believe a lot of them are misguided. That I think a lot of them are honestly confused. I think that's what it's more frustrating than anything. And I will admit that, because I don't want to fight my own country, man. If they come knocking at my door and they look up, they judge me by my skin color, and they said, "Oh, you're the enemy," you know, and they start beating me up, they start torturing me. Am I just supposed to be submissive? Am I just supposed to you know, like, cower up, man, and just accept my death? You know, like come on now. Somebody that has American blood, if you knew my father, do you believe that I'm going to disrespect my father in that way? Because my father was a fighter. So if it was the enemy trying to take over our country, you better best believe my dad would take as many people as he could before they took him away. He's not going to go out a prisoner of war. He's going to go out as a hero. My dad didn't care. My dad, if he's going to give up his life, he's going to make sure that bullet counts. That it's going to be a huge bang, and it's going to take a lot of people with him. So I'm asking you respectfully, don't judge me by my skin color, okay? I have empathy. I love my Asian brothers and sisters out there. And you cannot blame me because I have my mom inside of me and I understand why they are the way they are. A lot of you guys don't get it because you don't have the bloodline, you don't understand the culture, you don't understand the whole personality, the way they look at life is different, man. And that's not their fault. And what you don't realize is that they're good people. I can't speak for the bad ones out there because you know what? Like, when you love your people that much, man, I'm not trying to be biased or I'm trying to speak the truth, but I don't want to seem like I'm trying to take over our country. And I say that respectfully. You guys get what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is that there's good Asian Americans out there. They're good people, man. Stop blaming China, you know. Stop blaming your problems on them. They have nothing to do with that, man. They had nothing to do with that. Okay? So, we all know we have a good understanding about politics. We understand that when you wage war against another country, it's, you know, you have to get as much people as you can to fight the enemy. Okay? And so, it's kind of like, it's like a sacrifice. Well, we know that the Asian Americans have nothing to do with it, but we need to attack the enemy. So if we have to give up our own Asian Americans to defeat this enemy, it's war, my friend. We're gonna win. That's the way we feel. You guys are throwing us underneath the bus, and we had nothing to do with that, man. We had nothing to do with that. I don't even speak Chinese. Okay, all I know is English. I'm trying to learn Spanish. I'm trying. But, like, that comes to show you, like, come on, man. How did I have anything to do with China, man? I had nothing to do with China. Okay? The world I live in, the country I live in, man, when something's good, it's good. It doesn't matter who made it or what country. I don't care about that, man. If it's good things, that's the way I look at life, man. When it comes to my country, I understand that you can't do anything that's treason. You can't do anything that's disrespect your country. Even if in your mind, if you feel like it's not worthy to be executed, you still can't do that. And I respect that. But what you guys are doing, my brothers and sisters out there, man, like come on, guys, grow up, man. Grow up, man. They're gonna fight with you, even when you're trying to kill them, man. Okay, it's not fair that you do that to them. And they prove their loyalty. They've done it for so long, and that is good enough. And now, you know, at times like this, the people that has always been there for you, you want to throw underneath the bus, man. Are you guys serious? Is this what we really have to do nowadays, guys? And you wonder why there's tension going on. There's all the Asian Americans are gathering up together because you know what? You guys are failing to work with us. You failing to understand that we're part of you. We're American too. But that's not our fault. It's not our fault why you guys are doing that to all of us, man. You know? I hope this video opened a lot of eyes out there. I got love for my Asian brothers and sisters out there, okay? I'm gonna do the best I can to save as many lives as I can. Because I don't think that people, they think it's a joke, man. They think that, you know, you know how it is being Asian. Just, they're nobody, they're nothing. You know, they're just, you know. No, it's not okay, man. It's not. I love my mom, I love my dad. And you know what? They're my family. I'm their son. And so, my love for them is the same way I'm going to treat my brothers and sisters out there. I'm going to do the best I can to take care of them. Okay? If I got to stand up for them, if I got to fight for them, whatever I have to do to represent them, I'm going to do it. And you know, it has nothing, like, you guys, you got to really understand what I'm saying. I'm not making war against my own country. By all means, I'm not. I'm trying to show you guys what the problem is and how we got to fix the problem. Okay? Because this little BS that's going on, this little episodes that, you know, is like, it's childish, man. It's very childish. It's very childish, man. This little Kung Flu virus, we had nothing to do with it. You want to blame everything all on anything that looks Asian or acts Asian. And like, come on now, you guys are very educated. You not know there's so many different kind of Asians, and you want to think we're all the same way. Cambodian, Asian, Chinese, Filipino, Mongolian, Vietnamese, Thailand, like, we're all the same, huh? We're all like just Asian. Asians just, anything that's on the Asian continent outside America, huh? That's how you view it. But like I said, we understand about war tactics, what you guys have to do to win the war. But you know what? We would appreciate it. We would really appreciate it if you guys stopped blaming us for your problems. Okay? Because we're going to still fight for you. We're still going to do what we can to, you know, prove ourselves to you. Okay? And that's all I'm going to tell you, man. That's all I'm going to end this video. Like, I want you to see my face and know that I'm an American. I'm an Asian American. And you know what? When in the future, when they look back at this video, when they see what I've done for my country, they'll understand. I hope I'll be remembered as somebody one day that defended my Asian brothers and sisters out there, because you know what? They had no right to go through that because they're good people. Okay? They had nothing to do with that China problem that was going on. We had nothing to do with that. Okay? And they will see that. They'll see that, you know what? I know I had to suffer. I might have to be the ones that get beat up. I might be the ones that have to be all about, you know what? I'm going to fight back. I'm not going to allow myself to be like a sacrifice. I'm not going to allow myself to die like that. If I'm going to die, it's going to be for my country. Okay? It's not going to, and people's going to understand where I'm coming from. I have to fight for my people. My Asian Americans, because they're a part of America. If white Americans want to accept it for what it is, like I said, man, we're not blaming ourselves for not being born white, man, for whatever we were given. Our love for you, we use what you give us, and we use our education to the best of our abilities, and we tend to prove we over exceed, we over excel, and that's not our fault. That's how we express love, man. That's how we're really good at what we do, man, because we put our heart and soul into it. That's all we know. That's why our ancestors had so many wars. Why it was worth dying for, because those values meant more to them than anything, and they got passed on to us. So I hope somebody out there can understand where I'm coming from, man. I hope they can understand that I love America. I love Asian America. I love my Asian brothers and sisters out there, man. And I wish that we could just end this nonsense going on, man. That's going on to the Asian community, because it's not right, man. It's not. That's it.